I'm Matt, and this is Daryelle, and this is our 30-week-old Ainsley.
And today we wanted to take some time to share with you guys how God blessed us with this house that we now own. So on Vision Sunday of this year, we sat down and really thought about the things that we wanted and the things that we needed, but more importantly, what we could do for God this year. And so the biggest thing that we had on our list was to tithe more and to give more to our church and to the people around us and really love on them. And the things that we really needed or wanted were mainly that we wanted to have a house because we're going to have a family and we didn't want to have that in an apartment.
So when we first started our house search, we used John-Marc as our realtor. We looked at probably, I would say, 4 or 5 houses. We found one that we really liked. It would have needed a lot of upgrades, which we were more than willing to do, and we were pretty set on it. And then it was one random day right before we made an offer on that house. I suggested that we look at just a couple of more. And so we had 2 more houses to look at that night, and we went and looked at one, and Daryelle and I both were not a fan. She absolutely hated the house. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't my favorite either. And then we came to our last house.
So we walked into the house, and I kind of felt like I had been in the house before. Like there was something familiar about it. I didn't know exactly what it was. And that's when John-Marc was like, does something look familiar to you? And I was like, yeah, but I just don't know what it is. And he said, this is the exact same layout of the house that you guys wanted to put an offer in on. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, cool. But the more I looked around, it was like everything that I had wanted in the house and everything that Matt wanted in a house was in this one house, down to the carpet that we were gonna have to replace in the other house is the exact same carpet that's already here. The cabinets that are in the kitchen are painted white the same exact way that I would have wanted to paint the other ones. The mantle is painted white, and I remember thinking back to when we were looking at the houses and thinking, I wish there was a house that we could find that was exactly what I wanted and exactly what he wanted in the same house, because it just didn't seem like that was something that was gonna happen. And then we found this one, and it was like exactly what I wanted and exactly what he wanted. We know that it wouldn't have happened if we wouldn't have done the things that we were supposed to for God. And it was like whenever we started tithing and doing the things that we were supposed to, everything just fell into place. And we know that this is 100% a blessing from God, and we couldn't be more thankful.